Relevant Radio loves doing these bits on marriage. And they're talking about actually like sex outside of marriage. Like you meet the person of your dreams and you start having sex before you get married. And apparently like 90% of people do this, and he puts the number at like 80% of Catholics do it. And I'm just wondering, is it hard to get married? Does it take a long time to get married in the Catholic Church? Is it something you just can't do? I mean, I know it's an important sacrament, but how long exactly do you have to wait? Because I remember, like, actually, I do remember one couple. Well, I was like in catechism with the husband, and it was probably January when I asked when's the wedding, and he said it was in August. And I'm thinking, like, damn, that is why so long? Like, are there weddings that often where you gotta wait that long? Are there a bunch of classes you have to? There can't be that many classes, bruv. I get marriage is important, but so are people's souls. Just let them get married. And if you're like, oh, we'll wait till we get married. Just get married, bloody hell. If you know this person is good for you, they love on all four levels. You know, the eros and agape and all those two other ones that I can't remember. Then just marry them. I eloped after 10 months, and no regrets. Don't look at me like that. I've only been Catholic for like a little over a year, and it was almost 10 years ago that we were married. So don't look at me like that. All right, my 8 subscribers and the one other person who's gonna stumble upon this video. You know, like, the wedding is the least important day of your marriage. It's like every subsequent day is a more important day, you know. It's that you gotta keep it going. You gotta keep it going till death. And I mean, I understand how important it is to get married, but you know, you're not gonna know how important. I didn't know. I don't even know why I got married. I loved the person, but you know, I'm pretty sure that was mostly eros, not like. I didn't know about agape and all that stuff. Get out of here with that, bruv. You get these kids in here, they're enthusiastic about marriage. Let them like learn the hardships as they go. It's fine. You're gonna have to give a little room for failure. I don't think your classes really are gonna set them up much better. That truly is something you've got to experience. You've got to realize why it's bad. You got to, unfortunately, you know, you're gonna do things you regret, and you can have somebody tell you that whole time, like, don't do this because of this. They ain't gonna listen. And you know they ain't gonna listen. Don't say this. Don't be mean like that, you know? And they're still gonna do it. Because the emotion's gonna, you know, if someone's young, they're gonna let the emotions take over at some point. Especially with a spouse. There's gonna be cursing and, oh my god, like, you know, you can get a left ball. Like, not a left ball, a curved ball at any time. Something out of left field at any time. That's just gonna change the circumstances, and you gotta learn how to navigate through that. Sometimes you're navigating on open waters. Sometimes you're just hugging the shore, but sometimes you are in like a dangerous ass archipelago. You know, so it's not always gonna be peaches and cream. They're just gonna have to. They're going to have faith, for one. And two, they just need to realize it ain't just about them. It ain't even about just the couple. You know, it's about an oath. And fulfilling that oath. It is a wonderful thing. I have no regrets getting married. I love being married. Like, I always kind of... I don't know, my wife's always... Every woman I've ever, like, had a romantic interest in, they've always had a long list of medical problems for some reason. I don't get that, but... You know, I've always been under the impression I ain't gonna have my wife for all that long. She's gonna go to an early grave, and I'm gonna be left a widower. But, you know, that's only helped. I treat time as much more precious than most people. I think maybe you should pretend like your wife's about to die. You know, it's a very sad thing, but quite frankly, having that feeling, you know, I've gotten 10 years of what someone has 1 year of. And that 1 year, maybe less, 6 months, that whatever, when they get that diagnosis, and they're sitting in the doctor's office, and someone confirms, like, yeah, you got this amount of time. I've had that for 10 years, and it's been good. You spend time much better. Now, I don't have anything else to talk about. That's the whole spiel. Goodbye.